Tune in time. Teletubby. Bust down. Hey, alright. Yeah, alright. Oh God, fucking hit it slow, bro. Let that shit know. Yeah, alright. Yeah? Yeah, alright. Bust down, Tatiana. Man, league is. There we go. Steelers with a 30-7 win over the Jaguars. Steelers toppled Jaguars 30-7. You know, we played 60 minutes of good football. That's all you can ask for. Packers 34-13 over the Bears. We were facing a pretty tough opponent today, but we came out on top thanks to our players and coaches. Give them the credit. Information. Surgical precision. A football team failed to contain Hurts and the Eagles' passing offense in the Philadelphia's win. Eagles compiled 432 yards in victory over the Washington football team. An all-time performance for Hill. The Rams had all kinds of problems with the Chiefs. Wide receiver Hill reached the end zone 4 times and driving the Chiefs to the win. Yards piled up for Metcalf. Metcalf is Metcalf a top? Are we supposed to be talking about Metcalf as the #1 receiver in the league too?
I mean, he got another dog on side of him, so you know he kind of get lost in the shadows. But if you go look at the numbers over his career, yeah, he definitely should be in the conversation.
Shit, 29-35, dropped the ball. Raheem
1,400 yards, 24 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's balling. Mostert fumbled 3 times. What's up with Dirty Rat and his running backs, bro? Like every dish, his running backs for the last since 20. He lead the league in fumbles every year with running backs, man. Is it too many carries? Is it something he doing? What is it?
I just think he's an aggressive runner. So he want to run people over. He don't know when to get out of bounds.
Right.
He take a lot of hits, shall I say, with his guys.
Especially
got more than Magooey, though.
No. What Magooey over there doing, man? Magooey trying to get a little better, though, man.
Double digits.
Double-digit fumbles?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So we haven't. So is this something? Is it something in Chicago? I mean, Trubisky was that way. Now we got Magooey who showed signs of signs that all right, they might have got their franchise quarterback. And turnover machines, fumbles and picks, man. Fumbles and picks. Fumbles and picks. Fumbles and picks. Fumbles and picks. Dolphins come out 28-7 in a victory. The Dolphins success hinges on their defense. It just threw 3 interceptions in the loss. Miami secondary kept coming up big.
I think the Jets was hung over for that big win over the Patriots.
Right.
Came out running the same shit, and the Dolphins wasn't having it. So that shit would be successful.
We late in the year, man. This is the year where we start to see snow on the ground, man. Rain and snow, cold weather football right now, man. Very cold weather football right now, man. So here we go, bro. Before we get into anything, man, we did a segment with rules not too long ago, man. First of all, smash that like button, dog. Type your name in the comment section of what team you are, man. Appreciate those who have done it so far. Also take a screenshot that you are watching the broadcast, and I want the screenshot of you showing that you liked the video. And then DM it to me. I want you to DM it to me, and then we'll go from there. What can happen for you? You heard? But this is important. So yesterday, amongst the rules committee and stuff, we ended up had to hand out some punishments. And for the most part, everybody that was punished took it on the chin. No problem. It won't happen again. Holla at you. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all for not being fag ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that was punished not being little bitch ass niggas and shit. I'm quitting. Da da da. You did it. You put your hand on the stove. You got burnt. You stuck your little pecker in that little young girl. Raw dog.
You got burnt.
And got burnt. Like every video. Stuck at work. I got you. Always stuck at work. I got you though, bro. I got you, my boy. You watching? That's all that matter. You heard? You heard. All right. With that being said, man, we got some things we need to get to. So I'm going to post something in the chat. At the same time, what's getting posted in the chat, I will be reading out loud to y'all. So please pay attention to it. All right. So give me a second while send it to the chat. There we go. All right, so we went over play calling, we went over league rules. We had that was a great show too, over the rules, and then we had some call-ins and some interviews too. Hold on, I'm about to tell you now. Yeah, so this is the continuation from that. We didn't get to position changing rules. All right, so I'm gonna get to that. Let's do that real fast. And then we'll go from there. So I'll break down each one as we go. So all right, so absolutely no change in player positions for XP. What's the key word in that sentence right there?
No.
Absolutely no change in player positions for XP. So let's explain what that means. If you go to my player right now and look at, let's see who we're gonna look at. Let's look at Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has a 4 next to him, right? That means Lamar Jackson is maxed out right now. There's nothing I could do. He's a 99 across the board. Scrambler archetype is 99. Field general archetype is 99. Strong arm archetype is 99. Improviser is 99. So there's no way I can use my upgrade points on him. So that doesn't mean I'm going to turn Lamar Jackson to a running back to use those 4 points and then turn him back to a quarterback. You are not allowed to do that. The moment these guys 99 out and they start getting XP still and they just holding on to points, oh well. Simple as that. You're not allowed to change them to another position to use those XPs. All right, the 99 out for a reason.
To add on to that, also when your coach has certain trade upgrades, sometimes you might have the upgrade for wide receiver and linebacker, but you don't have it for DN and corner. You're switching these guys from linebackers to corner to utilize the training points that way and then moving them back to their original position. That's another reason for the rule.
Right. You're not allowed to do it at all. At all, okay? So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not allowed. The punishment will be 1 warning and then booted from the league. So, at the end of the day, I mean, we've been giving guys breaks. No one's been booted, and we've had people doing it multiple times. So, we have a solution for all that, right? All right, but let's just read it. All right, so running backs. Only running backs 220 pounds or more can be moved to fullback. All right, so that means in the game, you guys come out in these formations strong, y'all want to pit or pistol stuff, and y'all want to put your running backs at the fullback position. Understand this. They cannot go there. All right, you want to slide a running back at fullback and then sneak him out on a wheel route, and if he doesn't meet the criteria, he can't go there. So I'll give you an example. Saquon Barkley is over 220 pounds, right? So let's just say 6'2". Again, I'm using 6'2". This is not saying he does this. It's just me using him. Saquon's the first back to come to my mind, and I know that's 220 plus pounds, right? So let's just say he come out strong. He wants to run strong wing, right? But he wants to utilize his fullback in that formation, right? So if he wants to utilize his fullback in that formation, then he will have to do this. Let's just say on his roster, Saquon is 225 pounds. His next back is 199 pounds, but he knows his next back is 95 speed. So he wants to put him at fullback and use him on wheel routes and out the backfield. Instead of putting that running back that's 195 pounds at fullback, you slide him to tailback, But you are allowed to move Saquon there because he fits the criteria. He's 220 and above. So you got to do that. Y'all got to take that in consideration. People out here doing shit that just throwing players on the field and putting them at fullback. Their backup running backs at fullback. They 210 pounds. It's not, no. They have to be 220 or above for them to go to fullback. All right. All right. So number 2, wide receivers to running back. Okay. You are allowed to move a wide receiver to a running back. That's a 93 speed and under. But once you move them, they must stay at running back for the entire season. Okay, so you draft a guy out of the draft, and he has all the traits of a running back. Like he got high carry, high ball vision, break tackles, all that stuff like that. Like you can see him playing running back for you. If he's a 93 speed and under, you're allowed to move him to running back. So you can move that receiver. Let's say he's a good punt returner, kick returner, and you want him to play receiver. Like the bullshit not for the Jaguars. That guy got a lot of running back traits on him, so you could move him to running back, right? But he would have to stay there the entire season, okay? And if it didn't work out after that season, you want him back at receiver, then you can move him back to receiver. That's simple, all right? So wide receivers to tight ends. They must be at least 6'2", 225 pounds or bigger. Speed, 92 and under. All right? So, no, you can't draft a 95 speed receiver and he's 6'2", 228 pounds and you want him to go to tight end. That's not going to happen. You got to be 92 speed or under. All right? That's the threshold, 92 speed. Yeah, so that's that. So you might got a guy like, it was, no one did it this year. The Bucs didn't move Mike Williams to tight end, but we did have that in 20 last year where it was frowned upon, but he didn't break any rules. Mike Williams wasn't above the speed rate, and he was able to play tight end, and he saved his career. He gave him an extra 7 years just by putting him at tight end. So just know if you draft a guy out of the draft, 91 speed, and he's 235 pounds, he can get moved to tight end if he's 6'2" and above, 225 pounds. All right. Only line on the O-line can position change to any other position on the offensive line. No offensive lineman can be moved to tight end at all. All offensive linemen must have numbers that match offensive linemen. They cannot have skill position numbers. Okay? Can't throw a number on a lineman, 82, and try to hide him. None of that shit. If they're a lineman, they need to be in lineman numbers. All right? And when we talk about lineman numbers, we talk about anything from 50, offensively, from 50 to 70s. All right? So from 50 all the way up to 79. Okay. Number 5, defensive lineman can position change to any other defensive line position. Defensive ends can play linebacker. See, that's the funny thing. Defensive ends can play linebacker. It doesn't say D tackles can play linebacker. It says defensive ends can play linebacker. Linebackers can play any defensive back position or any defensive line position. That's an error that I wrote. Linebackers can play any defensive line position. All right, not back. That's my fault. Let me change that. Niggas will be moving, niggas be moving DAs in corner and shit. God.
Run that screen.
Thank God I caught that. Right. Linebackers can play any defensive line position. Okay. Safeties can move to linebacker. Must be 6'1", at least 215 pounds. And can't have speed more than 90 speed, okay? So you can draft a safety out the draft. He can be 220 pounds, but he got to be at least 6'1", okay? 6'1", 215, and 90 speed or under to get moved from safety to linebacker, all right? Cornerbacks can be moved to free safety or strong safety, but can't be faster than a 92 speed. All right? So any corners you got on your team that's a 92 speed, if you want to move them to safeties, you can. All right, now, safeties can't be moved at corner to a corner position at all, okay? No. Any position you change must remain there the entire season. If the game allows you the formation sub, you're allowed to do it. So sub linebacker packages, safeties can play those positions. So the formation big nickel will allow you to have a strong safety or safety at the slot corner position. That formation does it. It is another formation out there that does it too.
The dime 236.
All right, the dime 236 allows that to happen too. Again, if it's a game substitution, you're allowed to keep it. Other than that, other formations it can't happen. So you can't bring a safety down. and put him in a slot corner unless he's a tweener and we deemed him a tweener. Like, and you guys know watch football, y'all know who played multiple positions for teams, right? All right. So, again, the key word to this is any position you change must remain there the entire season. If the game allows you to formation sub, you're allowed to do the sub. Linebacker packages, safeties can be play those positions. So you can bring sub linebackers, safeties to the sub linebacker position, okay? All right. So once you make these changes, they have to stay there that entire season, okay? So I shouldn't see 12 transactions of you moving your linebacker to defensive end, and 2 games later he's moved back to linebacker, or even in the same week you had 8 edits on him because you really trying to get your trait changed and all that stuff, and you're acting like you're changing positions. But don't worry, all that's coming to a halt. We won't have to worry about all that. But that's just the position change. So let's get that out the way. That's position changing. All right. Now, yesterday we had a conversation about things. We're seeing a lot of editing going on, and there's a lot of moving a player to one position back to another, back and back and back. And all you're doing is trying to get trait changes and shit. Well, we already put a rule out last year. If you want your traits changed, you're allowed to get 2 a year done, and it has to go through Chicago Bears, Irish Tillman, and then one of the commissioners will do it for you. Well, we're not following that. People got their 2 players done, and then they still want other people done, so they're taking it upon themselves to still do it themselves. All right. So the confusion I'm hearing was the fact that I wrote something in chat explaining that, and in my explanation, it sounds like I'm saying if you can make the change through position rules, then you can still change the player for XP. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you can make the change through position rules, you can make the change. But it says absolutely no XP or trait changing your players yourself. All you gotta do is hit Irish Tillman up. He'll send it to us. We'll take care of it. All right. You can't do it yourself. So if you're caught doing it yourself, you got 6 multiple position changes or edits on your player, we know exactly what you're doing. We're going to suspend that player, and you're going to deal with the punishment of that player because you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not in any other league that you in. You ain't out here changing traits and shit like that because your commissioners, I can guarantee you, ain't giving y'all access to be able to do that like I do. So stop taking full advantage of everything y'all do, and just stop taking full advantage of it. Just follow the fucking rules. It's that simple. Don't change your players, change for traits. Holler at Mike. We might not get to you that moment, but it will get done, okay? Just holler at Mike. He's always posting it to one of the appropriate commissioners that do it, and we'll take care of it for you, all right? With that being said, we're seeing a lot of transaction edits. We can't have our guy that follows transactions, because if you already got me doing teams, Hitter doing teams, and I might have one player that I had to edit 12 times just to get the trait that you wanted, right? So then Hitter's done it, or I've done it, and now you guys are doing it yourselves too. So what happens is the transactions can't keep up to that, so they start disappearing. Then you got to deal with me editing the draft class. So now we got all these edits in 1 week, and it's starting to make those players disappear, and we can't follow who's doing what. So now we can't govern if anybody's being slick or anything like that. So this is a problem for us. So because it's a problem, we came up with a solution for that problem. All right. Now here's what's going on. Position changes for traits and XP purposes. There you go. Everyone is allowed up to 4 player traits change per season, and this will happen up until the game in late November, early December. Put the patch out where they allow the commissioners to give you guys the traits they're actually asking for, and then we'll have to put some new situations in place so we're not getting OP shit like, oh, everybody on my team, I want them on enforcer. So until that, we are allowing you up to 4. So it went from 2 to 4. We're giving y'all 4 now, okay? To get those 4 players done, you have to go through Irish Tillman. He's responsible for this. He'll send it to the appropriate commissioner, and we'll do the edits for you. So the only multiple edits that should happen is from commissioners, all right? Now,
and they will be broadcast.
They will be broadcast. We will broadcast these edits, okay? I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I might end up doing the Lions and not broadcast it, or somebody might tell me to do it, and I go do the Saints real fast, forget to broadcast it. But we're gonna, because we're stopping this and we're putting responsibility on us to do this stuff. We'll start showing it. So if you have any questions on why something's being edited, we can bring the broadcast up for you. Okay. So now you're allowed up to 4. Now those 4 players that you get done edited doesn't mean that you're necessarily done for the year and getting edits done. You can get those 4 players edited again, okay, as long as it's the same 4 players. All right? Do we understand that? So you got 4 players done. Mike's going to count. He'll know how many you got done. Yeah, the Saints got 4 players done already. Then the Saints hit Mike up again. He want one of those 4 players done over again. We'll do that for you, okay? But once it's been a brand new player, we're not doing it. You get 4 players per season. All right, what's up, Sharky?
Next season, Tom. It starts next season.
This starts next season, not right now. It starts next season. You're right. All right. So anyway, you have to go through Bears user. All right, Iris Tillman, to get your positions changed and traits changed. All right. All coaches are allowed to position change within the rules requirements during off season up to regular season week 1 of each season from here on out. So once regular season start, after each year, once regular season start, nobody can position change. I don't care if you want to move a D tackle to the end. All that's over with. Nobody's doing that no more, okay? You can get your position changed. I don't care if you want a person changed every week. You have to go through Iris Tillman, and the commissioner will do the editing for you. Simple as that. All right, this is eliminating all the chaos and problems we have in the transactions right now, where we can't keep up to stuff and we don't know what's going on. All right, it's making Mike's job harder, and it's making all of our jobs harder because everybody's editing a million motherfuckers all day long. So from now on, you can do your editing during the off-season, position change. After the draft's over, you might draft to the right end, you need him at left end, or D tackle. You can make those adjustments all throughout preseason. Once we get to regular season week 1, you are not allowed to do the editing yourself anymore on your team. Now, I know a lot of y'all might think the same way Boone thought last night. It's our team, why can't we do what we want with them? I understand that, I get it. You are going to better do what you want with them. You're just not doing the editing. Okay, so just go through Mike can get the edit done. If you got a game and you need it done, make sure you highlight that. Yo, look, Mike, I can't wait a whole day for this to get done. I'm about to play my game. I need my guy moved to such and such position, and that'll be a high alert for us. Mike don't respond to you, come through me or any other commissioner. Will take care of it, and it'll get done. You guys know I'm around damn near 24 hours a day, so you got access. Y'all call my phone all day long when y'all want shit. So just, we'll get it done for you. We just don't want you guys editing anymore, so we can keep track of what's going on in transactions. All right, simple as that. All right, so so during off season up to regular season week 1 of each season, only commissioners Falk, Hitter, and Ant should have edits shown in transactions for position or ability changes for every team. All right, so if everybody abide by this rule and this new process, then the only transaction edits you should see, it should be through one of us, or us commissioners, and it will be broadcast for any of y'all guys that think we like to cheat ourselves. Y'all can be able to question that if y'all want to, because the broadcast will be up, and then we got to pull it up. If we can't pull that broadcast up and y'all questioning it and we can't show proof, then we get dealt with the consequences. Okay, simple as that. All right. And that's for everybody's team. So we will do the ability changes and position changes for everyone's team from regular season week 1 all the way up to regular season week 17. All right. All trades should be posted in trade chat first, then sent to the Texans. All right. So Shoguns, our Houston Texans user, is responsible for trades. So here's what gotta happen. You got a trade going on with me. All right, bro, post it in the trade chat. Post it in the trade chat, DM the Texans. The Texans is going to put it in the rules chat for us to vote on it. Then we'll vote on it. Once we get the vote and get back to you, approval or non-approval, then you move from there. You guys can't send the trade to somebody and then take a picture because you want to show the trade. Do not send that trade, because the moment that person accepts the trade without it being approved, we're denying that trade. They got to get reversed, or we'll drop those players down to 0 until it get reversed. Do not make a trade before it's approved, period. All right. So again, Houston Texans is who you go through to DM to get your trades pushed into the rules chat, because it's one thing to put it in the trade chat. The next step is for it to get put inside the rules chat for us to be able to vote on it. For the rules guys to be able to vote on it. All right. If trades are accepted before approval, it will be denied. So don't complete a trade before approval. All right. So again, number 6, all commish edits for trait changing and position changes for anyone will be broadcast and saved for proof. All right. So again, all the editing is over with for people. Okay. Starting next season. Okay. You got up until off season. Up until preseason week 4. Once regular season start, you're no longer allowed to do it. To get any positions changed or whatever you need done, abilities, whatever the case may be, to get that done, you go through Irish Mike Tillman, and then he'll go through a commissioner to get it done for you guys. He did a pretty good job with it this year, but it started being a little swamp where he couldn't figure out what was going on. So we need to be able to help out the guys that's helping me out right now. All right. All right, so that's our rules, man. That's the last part of the rules. Everything's there. If you have any questions, feel free to DM any commissioner. Any type of question, you can holler at me. Whatever the case may be, whatever you need, just holler at us, and we can go from there. My Joe Burrow still got 3 abilities. I'll take care of that. That's if that means 2 of them are locked still. We'll take care of it. The problem with that is, remember, he only had 3 abilities because you wanted that. You didn't want to lose Hot Route Master. Remember that. All right. So if I do fix this, it's a possibility he's not going to have Hot Route Master anymore. So last time we had this conversation, you said, "Nah, I'm good. Let me keep Hot Route Master." So remember that. If I change it, he might lose that. So think about it.
It's a crapshoot.
It's a crapshoot for sure. All right, so that's the rules right there, man. Let's get up out of here. Let's talk about the league. What's going on? We're in week 15 right now, man. All right, so we're on our way to week 15. The games left. Let me talk about the games that's left right now. We do have 2 7 o'clock scheduled games. All right, Bucks Lions. We're giving Lions the win. Make sure y'all send y'all prayers up for Udi, man. In his trying times right now, Udi, man. We all got you in our prayers, man. Anything you need, hit us up, bro. Raiders Colts supposed to be kicking off at 7. Patriots Browns. Patriots get the dub. Dale copped out already, got blown out, decided he ain't playing no more that fast. This guy ain't even make it through a season. Giants Cowboys. Giants will get the home win. Cowboys missed the time. Now, Harold Burgers, you got to show the proof of him missing y'all time, or this will be a 50-50 game. You're not just going to get the win because you called me and told me what happened.
He said, he said give it to the Cowboys in the chat.
Yeah, he don't want the win. But the Cowboys don't want the win either. The Cowboys like, I want the loss. Or I want 50-50 that shit. You're not just gonna. So because but the problem is the Cowboys supposedly missed their 4:30 time. Right, once he missed the time, that shit's over with.
So they both tanking. They both want draft
position. I mean, I understand.
They both want draft position, but Harold Burgers. If the Cowboys miss the time, then Harold Burgers can decide what the fate going to be if he wants to force.
So the Cowboys done? Is he playing anymore?
He been playing. He's been playing his games, bro. He talking shit too. I don't think he's going anywhere.
I like that. I like his energy.
Yeah. Like I said, I think we hit on the 3 people we got in the league.
We gotta bring back that little gift if they upset a playoff team. You know,
that's always in effect. Weeks 13 through 17, that's always in effect. That never went anywhere. That never went anywhere at all. All right, so we look. Texans, Titans, Black tanking right now. Vikings, Bills. I haven't really heard from them. D West just texted me to let me know what's going on. So for D West to text me and say I'll let you know in a second, that means he ain't reach out at all today. Like it ain't 7 o'clock. Now if he don't, now that's the thing. D West probably just reached out to this guy, bro. That don't mean he getting a forced win because he just reached out to him, bro. Like. Shit crazy. This is the shit I'm talking about. You had all day to reach out to your opponent to figure out what's going on, and it took me to hit you up for you to be like, oh shit.
And Corey is kicking off at 7 also, right?
Chargers, Broncos. All right, yeah, Chargers, Broncos, that's kicking off at 7:60. Just a big game, fellas. We're going to talk a lot of work about this game, man. This is a huge game right here. 2 back-to-back. The Colts Raiders game is a huge game too.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're gonna tune in time, baby. We got to tune in time here.
It's big for the AFC West.
Yeah.
Three AFC West teams going at it.
Yeah, so let's go. Tone asked you what's good, Falk. Are y'all good? He said, what's good, Falk? We good? Laughing out
Oh,
loud.
tell Tone we always good, baby.
He said, yo,
You
you
know
heard
that.
him.
It's my
You heard
God.
him. You heard him,
It's my
Tone.
God, man.
Texas,
Tell him
Tone,
we
you heard
always
him.
good.
All right, man. So, again, we always start with some things. We're going down, man. Listen, man. Yeah? What's our shit hitter? Yeah? So, yeah, all right. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. Let's go. That's our segment for today. Yeah, alright. Alright, so when we talk about segments right now, we're looking at MVP race right now. 13-1 Eagles, 13-1 Cardinals right now. Now, week 6, the numbers that Marquise Christie put up since for week 6 going forward, man, this guy was on a path of statements of, listen, man, hands down, first receiver to win MVP since Madden 18 amongst our league. No receiver has won that shit since Chark won it with Falky and Madden 18. All right, so that was something that Boone's looking forward to for his receiver to win the MVP right now. Well, in the last 3 advances, it's been a flip flop between Kyler Murray and Marquise Christie.
Kyler Murray!
So Boone came on here like, yeah, winning the MVP, dog. Nobody putting up numbers like this. Dick riding to the fullest. And then Kyler Murray came up the next 3 games and said, yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. He talking about, yeah, all right. Blue face, baby.
But we might have a Trojan horse in the race, though.
Who's that Trojan horse?
Jalen Hurts, the guy that's giving the ball to Christie.
Mm-hmm.
Because
at 3 right
Christie
now.
gets stats, Hurts gets stats.
Right.
Yeah, I see it. I mean, I think Christie in trouble.
Yeah,
I think after week 6 he had what 40 touchdowns and
36. He had 36
yeah.
touchdowns week 6.
And the talk was MVP hands down locked. You know what I'm saying? And Kyler Murray just do what he do, man. Just being the MVP, the former MVP that he is. He just said, nah, not so fast. Not so fast, my friend.
Week 6 up to about week 10. MC Hammer Daddy was doing can't touch this. Can't touch this.
They put me in the mix.
Yeah.
I think he in a little bit of trouble. He got them Cardinals on the schedule week 17, so I don't know. This is going.
And Boone's defense, man, we had to talk one late night interview. We had to talk, and he said, man, look, man, to be honest with you, I'm handicapped no matter what I do with MC Hammer Daddy. He said, because this is a quarterback. He said the award's a quarterback's award. So he goes, no matter what he do, man, it's going to be harder for him to do it. So even if he came in second place, he happy with that. But he said he ain't worrying about the MVP. He won a Super Bowl. He worrying about getting number 2 at Super Bowl right now.
Whoa. We're not going to
yeah? Or yeah, blue face, baby.
We're not going to let him off the hook that easy.
Yeah,
Week 5 through 8, here, that was all talk. MVP, MC Hammer Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, neither here nor there, but one of my games, when I was doing what I was doing, he was kind of quiet, like, dang. When we had 80 points first half, he's like, what Kyler Murray doing? What Kyler Murray doing? He kept asking, so he cared, man. But I think he realized now, this is, the big fish is in the building.
So let's talk about 4,847 yards passing out of Kyler Murray, 70 touchdowns, and he's under 20 picks right now, 17 picks. 71% though. He's 71 completion percentage right now, bro. That's solid. 13.5 yards an attempt, 346 yards, 0.2 a game, 133.7 rating, QB rating. That's high. With how many games left? Who's on your schedule? Talk about it.
We got the Eagles and the Rams.
All right, so your last 2 games are Eagles and the Rams. Is this a Kyler Murray's award? Does he win number 2, MVP number 2?
I think he does, because I think the ass whooping I'm gonna put on the Eagles is just gonna.
So is the MVP race gonna come down to Week 17 and the Week 17 matchup between the two front runners of MVP, Kyler Murray and Marquise Christie?
For me, it is. For him, he better pile up the points this upcoming week.
He said he gonna shelf him that week. He ain't worrying about putting him on the field.
Now, who we talking about here? Since when he ain't worrying about stats? Who we talking about here? We talking about same play Diddley. Mr. Briefness himself. Come on.
Whoa.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
It's just he know. It's like you know. You know what I'm saying? You know when it's just like a goldfish in the fish tank. He know when the big fish is coming in, he food. So Boone understand that. Once he seen Kyler Murray good name go up, they're like, fuck. So
in the comment section, man, are y'all impressed with what he's doing with this one receiver? Now here, let's take the total look at this. 140 catches from one receiver. He looks like he's on his way to breaking a reception record. 3,425 yards. I think the last 3,000-yard receiver was Henry Ruggs. I think he surpassed that already. 60 touchdowns with his receiver, right? His next receiver is his running back, 36, 370 yards. His tight end got 27 catches, 369. 15. Are you more impressed with what he's done with a receiver? He has 60 touchdowns. You can't be mad. Nah, you can't be mad. 60 touchdowns.
Definitely impressive.
Is that impressive, or you are more? Is it a concern that this is all he has as far as stats, and everybody else's guys ain't really doing shit? Or,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's impressive, but it's a concern because when you play the upper echelon team, I don't see that production.
So you saying this production is coming off the schedule he had?
Yeah, I mean, he played.
Nah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Which one is it? Yeah. The schedule?
Yeah.
Is it the schedule?
Yeah.
Should we go to the schedule? Yeah. Let's go to the schedule.
Yeah.
What we doing over here? We go to this Eagles schedule. Is it the schedule? Let me see. He had a tough game week 1.
No, that's not tough.
Played the Packers.
That's not tough.
I'll skip over you. Don't worry, my boy. I got your back. I got your back, my nigga. I got your back to the fullest. I'm a loyal ass nigga. Remember that.
That wasn't a tough game. He got aired.
He got aired. What did Christie do in this game? Let's see what Christie did in this game. I don't even see a Christie stat. It looked like Baby Reek was the guy in this game with 16 catches, 334 yards. Oh my God, 4 touchdowns. Christie down here with 2 touches, 28 yards, 14 yards catch, no nothings. No nothings going on right now. Then he plays the Texans, 70-21. How many touchdowns do we get with Christie? 12 catches, 309, 7 touchdowns. I'm not going through everything. Then he played the football team. Then he plays the Giants. Then he plays the Saints. Another tough game. Let's see what happened in this game. Did he do anything in the tough game? 7 catches, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. Does that bring him back down to earth, or is that a good game?
I think that's a good game.
That's a good game. You made 7 catches, 145, 2 touchdowns. That's a good game. Okay. But those numbers ain't 300. Now they got the Jaguars. Come out of that Jaguars game, and Christie had 16 catches, 432 yards, 8 touchdowns. Jesus. Then he get the Cowboys. First Cowboys game with Shaq. He ain't even play a half. He played a half. 6 catches, 289, 5 touchdowns. Is there any... When you don't got no other receiver making a play for you, like, what is going on out here? What are we doing?
And I think that's just, to me, that's where I said that's what's going to hurt him at, because he hasn't shown that another person can carry his offense.
Yeah, but when you have a receiver that's getting you on one-play tutties, I mean, whose fault is that?
Right.
No, it's the opponent's fault.
Okay.
But when he plays somebody that knows how to take that away, what are you going to do? What are you going to rely on? When somebody's saying check,
He still
when
got the
somebody's saying
boom
check,
effect.
when somebody's saying check MC Hammer Daddy check, what is he going to do?
He still got the boom effect.
He still got the boom cat. He still gonna run
he
that
can still go back
quarterback.
to
You know what I mean? He still
being the
got
boom.
I
I think when he play you
switch.
when he play you
I don't think he
he's
got
not
that
even gonna
switch.
attack his receiver the way he does everybody else. I think when he
I
play
don't
you,
even
he'll
think
play
he
a
got
football
that
game.
switch though. It's hard to when you play this certain way for 16, 17 weeks. It's hard to flip that offense he had year one back in effect when he was running it, screens, inside zone. He's so used to attacking. Now he has to play football. I think I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. I see him losing in the playoffs early.
Do you think in 2 games left, who he play week 16 and who he play week 17, that he can solidify the MVP?
He got Grayson Hustle and King Falk, Cowboys and Cards.
All I'm gonna say to him is he better do what he better score 10 touchdowns against the Cowboys. If he don't do that, he might as well congratulate Kyler Murray a week early.
So let me ask you this: are you saying you shutting MC Hammer Daddy down? I'm getting tired of calling him that. You shutting MC down? That's the name I actually gave him. MC, you shut him down?
He's a great player. He's a great player. Boone has built him into probably one of the most dynamic players in the league as far as just going up to get it and then the scheme wise. So I'm not going to completely shut him out and say no catches, no touchdown. But, you know, he might go for 100. He might go for 2 touchdowns. But that 250, 350, 6, 7 touchdowns, he know that ain't happening here.
You know
that ain't happening.
Now, with that being said, he might think this. Well, you got to play me week 17 too. Kyler Murray ain't going to be doing that shit that you doing. Because he's going to say the same thing with you. You over there in the NFC West playing all stat games. You ain't going to do that shit to him either. What you got to say about that?
Kyler Murray going to at least throw for 5, 6 touchdowns.
Against him?
Against him. And the only way he don't, if he take the air out of the ball. That's it. That's that simple. I'm telling y'all now.
Deflategate.
So if he start Uncle Chewy's and going to pit you through the shit that the Ravens go through.
Screen game.
Right.
When have you seen MC Hammer Daddy run a drag? If y'all see MC Hammer Daddy run a drag week 17, Falk called it. Falk called it. Right?
Oh, he put the pressure on him.
If y'all see him run a drag, you already know what type of game it is. If you see number 81 catch a drag route, he has not caught a drag all year. If he catches a drag route, not a jet sweep, a drag route, y'all know what he's doing.
Right.
That's the only one. That's the only one.
This is funny, man. This is funny. So let me ask you this. MVP, MC Hammer. Yeah? Yeah,
I would have to say because it's in my hands, yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. So now,
if I didn't play, if we didn't play each other, I'd be like, yeah, what he's doing. But he played me, so I could kind of control it and then do what I do with Kyler Murray.
All right, so fuck, man. We spoke upon this, man. We're gonna go to the next thing that we need to. Yeah, I need to hear my blue face, man. Yeah, all right. Now I'm talking about what happens is we're gonna talk about these Chiefs right now, man. And we're gonna talk about from week 1 to week 6, they were looking so dominant, and we had a real talk where I was saying number 1 player in the league. Yeah, all right. And y'all killed me. What? Number 1 player in the league? Fuck out of here. But I mean, the numbers looked good. From week 1 to week 6, man. I mean, really good. People barely was putting up points on this guy, man. And then, you know, he got a forced win here, 42-31. I don't know if that was the change. But then the Chargers got it 23-8. And from there, he comes off the bye and goes on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game losing streak. All right, then he got the Titans and the Rams. He come out of those 2 games with dubs. He didn't get to play this game, but he played this game 49-42. And he played the Rams close game, 49-42. He ends the year with the Raiders and the Colts right now. So, but are we concerned about that, man, or do we give him some credit? He's playing. You see that schedule he's playing right now?
I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the Chiefs schedule. What's up, Crack? I know you're listening, baby. I'm looking at the schedule, and I think he got lulled in playing a certain type of way, and I think that kind of hurt him. I think it started probably with the
Chargers.
No, I want to go back earlier than that. I think him playing the 49ers, who's a run-dominant guy, and the Broncos the first couple weeks, the way they play, their game style, 2 yards in a cloud of dust, hike the ball with 1 second left. I think he fell into a false narrative that hurt him against the Chargers, Cardinals, Ravens, Dolphins, and then the Broncos and Chargers again. And just listen to my point. I think play calling wise, he wasn't aggressive. I know when I played him, he wasn't aggressive. He was almost going through the motions, like waiting for me to make a mistake versus attacking, which he was doing years prior. That's just my synopsis on it. I mean, look at the scores with the Chargers, 23-8. Then look at the Broncos, 35-16. And then again, we got to go into the numbers. Let's go to time of possession.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Kind of equal. Hold on, kind of equal. So if you look at time of possession, it looked like he was trying to six oos.
Oh shit.
Look at time of possession. No, seriously.
I mean,
look at it. It's almost
the way you put it.
It's almost identical.
Six oos?
So that's telling me he was taking his time, trying to run the ball, and even though he didn't have, look, Six Oos had 220, he only had 61 yards. And again, I didn't watch this game, so I could only imagine that Crack was taking his time, or he might have been pressing. Let's see turnovers, or he might have been pressing. He might have came out trying to six oos. That wasn't working because look, he only had. Let's go into the numbers. He only had 61 yards rushing, and then Six Oos was doing this thing, breaking touchdowns, and he got behind, and then he had to start pressing. Look at the 6 turnovers.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta go in the numbers, man. So I'm thinking first half, Crack might have had the ball maybe 10 minutes, and then Six Oos was scoring. In the second half, Six Oos did his thing. Six Oos chew the clock, and then Crack was just throwing picks.
Yeah,
now that's just one game. That's just one sample size.
Right.
I could be wrong. I didn't watch the game, but you go into a Charger. Come on, 23-8 with those weapons. Look at that, 23-8, 7 turnovers. I mean, was he airing it out and just getting picked off? What's going on? I don't know. I don't know.
6 interceptions again.
That's another 6 interception game.
Yeah.
I mean, you turning the ball is the difference between you turning the ball over 6 and your opponent's turning it over 8 and 9 against you, and you still get the win. But when you turn it over 6 and they barely turning it over, it changes narratives. You playing a running team who ain't gonna turn the ball over like that. Those 6 picks are crucial when you playing a guy that's moving the ball through the ground. Momentum is a mother effer. So
Tyreek, no stats.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, are we? I'm still high on him. I think he's there. I just think personality and energy is everything. Honestly,
right.
I think personality and energy is everything. Like, I haven't really seen him in chat going ham, talking every day. I mean, he used to be in chat all day, every day. Like, I don't know, did he already get to the point where he's tired of Madden already, or what? Like, we're not using that as no excuse though either. That's not gonna be an excuse. But
pops in and out.
So is the 6-game losing streak was the reason why we haven't been seeing him in chat?
I think anytime you lose that many games in a row, your energy gets affected a little bit.
I'm always in chat.
Right. Win or lose.
I mean,
Oh God.
True.
Not
don't
me.
read
Not
too
me.
much into
Not
that.
me.
Don't read too much into that. I'll
I
put up
don't know.
6
I mean,
real
I'm
quick.
trying to give reasonings to it, man. I'm just looking at his opponents. But I mean, he throwing a lot of picks. I mean, Mahomes got 30 picks on the season. I don't know, man. This might be an enigma, Ant. Like, what you think? I don't know.
I just think he be in chat too. Yeah, I don't be in chat. It's hard for me to give somebody a good game, bro. I'll be mad as hell after a loss. You know what? No, I don't. I'll be mad. I'll be mad after a loss because I'm in chat with niggas that's praying for me to lose.
Right,
Yeah. Yeah.
Chargers and Broncos are live. Just want to put that out there.
Mm-hmm. We'll keep y'all posted. Chargers and Broncos are live. Definitely are live, right? All right. So I don't know, fuck, man. I mean, that's a lot of picks. Last year, his success was hinging off of him not throwing picks, and he was like really coming out of games with 300, 400 yards, 3-4 touchdowns, no picks. We went on like a 5-game winning streak without throwing picks right now. Now Mahomes is back there donating again. What do you think that's to contribute? What contributes to that? You think the defense has got a little better and faster, or like what is it? Like, does Reek still have that scary ability? He just scored 4 touchdowns against the Rams. Do we have that? Is it still Reek? Like, is he still like, oh my God?
It's still Reek. I mean, I think the league has caught up slightly. Like I said, it's a copycat league, so I think guys may be playing him over the top. But he's still one of the most electrifying players in the league. You gotta know where number 10 at when you play the Chiefs at all times.
At all times. At all times, man. We got a guy that's playing at a high level right now. I've mentioned this guy plenty of times, man. But in the mention, I get a lot of he asked, especially when Boone around. I like what Albert doing right now with these Steelers. All right, they one game out of they play the Ravens coming up at Advance, and I mean that's it. I mean the Ravens beat them first game. They win that game, man. The division and they don't lose out, and they both finish with the same record, man. We looking at maybe the Steelers got an opportunity to win the division for the first time in 3 seasons.
I mean, I'm looking at the schedule. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm impressed with some of his wins. He beat the Bengals in a tight game. He lost to the Saints. Play another playoff team such as the Bengals by 3.
He lost by 3.
He lost to the AFC champion by 4.
Mm-hmm.
He lost to the Falcons by 4, and then he lost to the some people say the hottest team in the league, the Patriots. By 10, that looked like it was a tight game. I'm impressed with what he's doing.
I'm very impressed. I mean, he comes back 30-7 to the Jaguars. Then you got the Ravens and the Browns. So you got pretty much a forced win here. And so this is the game, man. Is this the game to watch next week?
Yeah, I think that's game of the week. I think will that determine who wins the division?
Definitely determines who wins the division, I think, because like I said, they split. Anything happens from there.
Interesting.
Very much. Let's look into the numbers and see what Coach Albert over here doing with these Steelers, man. This guy had a high pick, took a corner, and then came back at 14 and took another corner. He took the 2 fastest corners in the draft. They wasn't just fast though; they were legit corners too, man. Coming out the draft, they were top 10, top 5 corners coming out the draft. But let's look at these Steelers, man. See what they got going on right now. So Crouch is 3,000 yards, 137 yards, 137 yards. He got 63% on the season, 23 touchdowns, 20 picks, and rushing. Marlon Mack is the bell cow over here with 243 carries. He got 1,055, 13 touchdowns, averaging 4.3 yards a carry. In the receiver game, I told you he made John Ross a household name again. 79 catches, 1492, 9 touchdowns. But Claypool got 35 catches. Ebron, a tight end, with 31. Hamler with 24. Mack with 27 out the backfield. And the next guy is 9-3, 4-5, and 2 touchdowns. So he's playing pretty good there. Defensively, let's look at what's going on the defensive side of things. We'll look at tackles for loss, my favorite stat. Brian Burns was 7. He got a couple guys 7-7, 7-6-6, and then there's a bunch of 4s. Sack-wise right now, I mean, Brian Burns with 9.5. Casey Tohul 4. He got a corner, Brian Staley, with 8 picks. Lito Shepard got 6. Minka Fitzpatrick got 4. Gigi Duval, the rookie, with 4. So he got guys getting picks right now. They getting the ball turned over for sure right now, man. They look solid, bro. They look like a solid football team right now, man. Do you think these guys can make noise going forward? Yeah? Yeah,
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with alright. Just because he gotta show me in the playoffs he could play those type of games.
No doubt, no doubt. I know you were scared of them Panthers after that ass whooping they gave the Ravens. Hold on, damn! I wish I could read all that shit. Season I had laughing out loud. I know you. I think you're talking to you, Falk here. I know you were scared of those Panthers. He said, Boone said, I know you were scared of those Panthers after the ass whooping he gave the Ravens.
Tell him he need to be scared of it. He say, hey Boone, since you listening, you need to be worried about that ass whooping the Cardinals gonna give you, like last year, 2 20-point plus victories. It's over.
Damn, my boy, what I do to you, man? Hey, I mean, I can't lose around you.
Never beating the Cards again. It's over. You might move to the AFC, man. It's over.
He won't get no wins over. He won't get no wins over here like that either. He gonna lose 4 or 5 a season. He comes to the AFC.
His whole joint gonna be like, I got a Super Bowl though.
I got a Super Bowl though. Can he say this? I got a Super Bowl though, and the first wide receiver with an MVP though. Can he say that?
Nah, negative. He got literally catch 70 touchdowns just to be in the conversation. It's over.
How you feel about those Eagles though, man? Y'all both got 1 loss right now. Let's look at the standings right now. I mean, how I feel about the Eagles, I'm gonna just be real. They had their run. They had their window. Year 1, we played 2, contested games. He won both. And then last year, when my team got a little bit better, they lost twice convincingly. It only goes downhill from there. Let's do a hypothetical. What if hypothetically the Eagles think like this? Only person I gotta worry about in the NFC is the Packers, and he is not worrying about you at all. Let's just say that's a what if. How would you feel about that?
That's another 50 burger, 60 burger for him, just like the playoffs waiting to happen. Because you got to respect what we're doing over there. And if you don't respect it, you're just going to be looking biased as we run by you for touchdowns.
Right. You good?
So you got to respect it. And I mean, it's cool. Everybody need that little motivation, and that's his motivation. To not give the Cardinals their respect, and it's cool. We haven't won anything, so I wouldn't respect this either, but,
All right, so, Hitter, this question is for you, man. Is there another hot team in this league? We know the Patriots is hot. Packers are still on fire. Cardinals on fire. Eagles on fire. Is there another team that you think in the NFC? Let's stay there. NFC that's a hot team we need to worry about.
That I think personally.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's a few teams in the NFC that I like. That I think are very confident, strong teams. I had to give big respect to the Saints. A1. I like his game. I like the way he's playing. His defense is tough. He relies on his defense, and they're pretty strong. If you give him turnovers, he will win.
Not to cut you off, I'll let you finish your statement. Okay. But he had me down 21-0, and I had to fight for that win. So the Saints is definitely one of the teams to beat in the NFC. I'm saying it right now.
Right. Yeah, I escaped this game with a forced win, honestly, and I thought this was a game he could have fucking around gave me. I'd have had my 4th loss on the season. I do respect this game completely. I mean, I actually played the computer. That was a computer game I played, and I fucking probably played it like 25 times. T.J. Watt off the hook on that defensive end, bro. Oh my God, he do got a solid team put together over there, man. Like, I'm just talking shit, but I like what he got going on over there, man. So what about Circumbob coming in with these Falcons?
I mean, I like the way he looked. I mean, he kind of struggled last night against A1. Like I said, that defense is spectacular. I'm
Right.
just flat out say he got a nice defense. I like what he did over there. So, Sucking Bob, he was, you know, he looked like the old Michael Vick back there. He didn't really read defenses. He was just one read and I'm out of there. But it didn't work out too well for him. But you know, I like what he did when he came in with the win.
Now, are we looking at a Panthers team that, again, if we go off of Boom, Panthers whooped the Ravens' ass. In the moment he beat the Ravens, he became somebody everybody paid attention to. I mean, he beat the Ravens and had not even 10 o'clock in the morning. I think it was about 9 o'clock in the morning. Coach Boone hit the chat saying that the NFC South was the best team in football after that Ravens win from the Panthers. Do we respect him? I like his game.
I watched their game this morning. I kind of had to go to bed last night, but I watched this game when I got to work, and I actually thought it was a pretty good game up until he threw a pick and the tides kind of turned. And you know, with this game, it's all about momentum, and once that momentum switch, and you don't want to give fault team momentum ever. So it was kind of like a floodgate, but he still put up a valiant effort.
No doubt. Hydro Wolf, what's up, dog? Yeah, I like it. And we lost Udi's activeness and shit, rightfully so. So again, prayers up to Udi, man. Keep him in your prayers right now as he's going through, dealing with his newborn. Make sure y'all, y'all DM that man, show him some love over here though. The Seahawks 6-8, Cowboys. These guys are tanking right now though, but it's a close run when it comes down to the playoffs.
I like him too.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys users too. I think we hit on all three of the new users.
Yeah, I definitely like that guy.
Talk about it, Hitter. The energy he gave you after y'all game, man. What did he say?
I mean, it wasn't even after the game. I like the fact the way he put his offense and defense schemes together during the game that we played.
Right.
I was kind of locked in, so I can't really, take nothing from him because I was on a mission and I had to get that mission accomplished. But he definitely did give me a lot of sweat beads on my head. But after the game, he let me know that, don't get comfortable doing, getting used to this outcome because it's going to change next season or whenever he get his team together. You know what I'm saying? We do have a lot of picks coming up this off season, so
a hell of a draft coming up.
I expect him to follow through on that boast right there. So.
No doubt. Now my thing is this. Yeah, I like him. I like the picks he got coming up too, man. Completely like the picks he got coming up. Again, it's hard to hit on 3 new users, man, and see them guys. None of them quit. They all stayed in the league. They all seem like they're enjoying what we got going on over here, which is great, man. I like it. But the AFC side things is tight like frog ass. But before I get to that, this is what I wanted to say. Hitter, man, you one humble guy, bro. Let's talk about this football team and what you took over now. Look. The Washington football team was a hot team to pick early on this year. Now, this is one of the first discs that Washington became a team like, I'll play with that team. Like, people thought about putting them in their top 3, like who they would select in their franchise, right? They went from one of the top 5 worst teams to play with to like one of the top teams to play with. It almost reminded me how the Browns were the last couple of discs, where people, nobody checked for the Browns, then they started getting them young players over there, and they became a Madden football team. This football team, man, like defensively, you was already set, bro. You got team speed everywhere. You got great pass rush. You got great front 7 right now, man. You bench Haskins. Let's talk about that. Why did you feel as though you had to go get your quarterback and you bench Haskins?
If you know me, then I don't think short game. I think long game. So. Right. With my team and me picking the football team, because I did have that choice early, I went with the football team because the youth, and I know that I can build around the pieces that were already there and just add on to it. Now, Haskins, he was wonderful for me. I really enjoyed him, but he didn't get me over that hump. I went into the playoffs with him second season, and he laid an egg versus A1. You know, the team I said earlier that I really enjoy watching. But so I had the opportunity to get a quarterback that kind of fits a little bit more to the scheme that the whole league is going towards. You know, even though I'm not going down that route, I wouldn't mind having that type of player.
Right.
And the guy got a flat out arm that's stronger than most quarterbacks in the league.
No doubt.
That was another added piece.
No doubt. And then again, a young team, man. When we talked about this off air, we talked about season 3 and 4. We'll start seeing the turnaround. But that defense started showing up way faster than season 3 or 4. We started seeing it last season. Like, speak on that. Speak on the fact that you had a front seven, and what you did in the draft to complete that back forward.
I came in with the best D line in the game,
for sure,
hands down. You know, there's no question about it. And Sweat, he put up 20 sacks. So he led the league in sacks last year, and this season, Chase Young said, "Not so fast, my friend."
Not so fast, my friend.
So he's
not so fast.
Don't forget about me. So you know he took the realm this season, and Sweat tried to lay back in the cut. So you know they're going back and forth, and you know me from past Maddens, I always try to put at least 2 or 3 sack rush leaders on my team. So
right.
I added a few pieces in the linebacker core, getting the secondary together. You know, we still got a few holes. You know, the Eagles definitely exploit those. So, you know, in Madden, you always build your team for your division, and that's definitely what I'm doing. You know, that first season, that Eagle team was stout, and there was no way I was competing with them that season. And second season, we got a little bit closer, and then MC Hammer Daddy showed up.
Right.
Season 3.
Just emerged. He just emerged.
So we kind of took a few steps back.
I think I gave him the fire. I lit his fire when I said, okay, so we had 4 receivers that came out in that draft. Let's come back after their second season and see which one's the best. And he just said, okay. And he put that on his mind, and he said, you know what? I got the best receiver in that draft. That was the draft where it was 10, 11, and 12 was receivers that went, and you was sitting at 11, and he was saying, shut up, Ant. Shut the fuck up, Ant. Shut up. MC Hammer Daddy. But we looking at MC Hammer Daddy ain't even a 95 speed, 96. He only had that with the wheels to be doing what he's doing right now. So this is a guy that's just catching the ball on people right now and scoring touchdowns at a high level right now. But talk about Arsenio Monk, man. He was the number 11 pick in that draft.
I got the guy I wanted. You know, right. MC Hammer Daddy wasn't even on my radar. The guy I picked was the guy I wanted. So
no doubt.
There was no question about it. When I come into a draft, I usually have a player that I want, and if he's gone, then I have another player. I usually follow my board. That's just the way I am. I really, when I scout these guys, I bring them in, I talk to them, I give them a little test or whatever, and that's how I grade them.
No doubt. All right, so let's get to the AFC side of things right now. The AFC tight. Outside of the Patriots at 12-1 right now, man. The Patriots is this the hottest team in the league?
It was.
What one loss can do to you, man? Like I still think they still hot.
It can do a lot. And, you know, you run into the Jets, who I know for a fact wasn't supposed to be where they're at right now. I sent them a few players, hoping that they wouldn't be.
Right.
So,
right.
You know,
change the narrative a little bit.
For him to come in and hold the Patriots to 13 points the way he did, it means a lot. You know, looking at the stats. I mean, I'm going to just brush over right quick. Naeem Hines, 22 carries, 117 yards, 1 touchdown. I'm not used to seeing that.
Nah, not at all. He usually 4 or 5 touchdowns a game.
Yeah, and his running back, 17 carries, 129, 2 touchdowns. That's, you know, I think he won there. And that's ball game, basically.
So when you come from the Patriots, they already got a 2-game here at home. The only way they can lose if they lose to the Bills and the Lions, they can lose that number 1 spot. I don't see it happening because it's a tight hit race. You still got the Ravens got to play the Steelers, but I really don't see the Patriots losing 2 more games. They should finish off the season with only 1 loss. And then you got the Ravens right now fighting to hold on to second. I mean, at the end of the day, they all play wild card after this #1 spot. But you got the Ravens and the Steelers fighting for their division right now. Then you got the Broncos and the Chargers fighting for their division still. But the Chiefs is not that far behind them like this. Let's go to that division, period. Let's just go to the AFC West right now. 9-4 Broncos, 8-5 Chargers. These guys kicked off, right? Broncos and Chargers?
Yeah, 7-7, 5 minutes to go, second quarter.
7-7, 5 minutes to go, second quarter. They in a dog fight right now.
Dog fight.
Chiefs won 2 in a row after a 6-game losing streak. Raiders is on a 1-game losing streak, but they got the Colts. Hopefully that game's kicked off too. No, Rich the Barber is not, but that game should be kicked off as well. And this is a big win. The Raiders need to win this game just as well as the Colts need this game. So that's another big time game. But this division is tight, and it's going to come down to week 17. And we might see a couple teams out of this division getting the playoffs right now. AFC East, the Bills 8-5, and then again, Jets and Dolphins still are fighting for a playoff run right now, man. And look, the Dolphins was tanking, but I can't see them tanking right now because 8-8 can get these guys into the 7th spot.
He beat the Bengals and said, you know what, y'all making this tank thing hard. So,
yeah.
He's still on the fence. So I knowing Tone, he might pull that pride to the side and just go ahead and finish out 8-8 and try to scoot in.
And try to scoot in for the 3rd time. In the AFC South, I mean, here we go. 7-6 Texans, 7-6 Colts, and then there's a 5-9, 2-11 team over here. But it's the race is right here between the Texans and the Colts. I said the Jags will win this division. It looks like that's not going to happen. The Texans said, "Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast, my friend." But the Colts and the Texans are fighting for their playoff lives in the division as we speak right now. The Colts have been in the playoffs 2 years in a row. Now the Texans are sitting on top of this division right now. This is scary right now because it comes down to the last 2 games to see who's going to do what. So the Colts is have to play playoff football from here on out. So this division is tight as well. Then you get to the north, as you can see, the Bengals are not in the mix anymore. They're sitting for the next 3 games. So we know this is a strong team, and we know these guys are always going to give any one of these teams over here a problem, any team in the league a problem. We still haven't figured it out. Browns haven't had a coach yet that we can really, enjoy with these Browns team right now. But here we go. Ravens, Steelers are fighting for this division, and they play each other. So that question will be answered after that Week 16 matchup between these 2 teams, man. And again, the Steelers is hot. Ravens to me, the Ravens. I think. What you think, Hit? Do I put the pressure on myself right now, man? Are we it seems like it doesn't. It's hot and cold at times, right? Hot and cold at times right now, man. Yeah, it's hot and cold. We are hot and cold right now, man. I think we got to find a way to put it together and be consistently hot. So anything can happen in the AFC right now. I like that.
Anything's possible.
If you leave it up to Boone, the Ravens is ass right now, but I honestly don't think he can beat me at all still with me being ass. I could be cold and still not lose that game, but we'll talk about that when that happens.
Do people understand this? And I stopped paying Boone mine in 2017. Everybody asked the Boone, man. I could beat Boone 20 straight games, and I'm still ass to him. And the thing about it is he needs that motivation. You know what I mean? That he needs that bad guy, that person with the bullseye on their back, so he can elevate his play, which is good. So the narrative that Ant's asked with the Ravens, and he's been the AFC championship, then the AFC champion, and then this year he's looking like he's going right back. I just don't see it. I don't see it. But I just think, people like to paint those narratives for their own progress. But, man, listen, that's just Boone, man. That's what he do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, I speak on it. I think, let's speak on this. Is it me putting the pressure on myself and you hear me bitching and complaining, dropping a game or 2 I shouldn't be dropping or whatever the case may be? And is it me or are we ass? You know what I'm saying? I think Boone turned his game on, and the first thing he looked at is what the Raven game was before he do anything else. And rightfully so. I mean, I got his team right now, so until and I think he needs to just get over it and be an Eagles coach and enjoy his Eagles team. and worry about that Eagles team, and stop worrying about what Lamar did in the game. Stop worrying about what the Ravens look like right now. Leave it alone, buddy. Stop worrying about me. I'm not even on your side of this, the league right now, my nigga. We played week one, year one. We tied each other. I gave you the win there because I don't like a tie, so you took that dub. You was happy with the tie. I wasn't. I don't like it at all, but we'll match up. We'll see each other sooner or later, man. When we see each other, then we can have that hype around that game of discussion of the guy that should be the Ravens versus the guy that got the Ravens. I'm talking about. But then when you look at numbers and everything like that, you hear me on my broadcast, God damn it, Mar, what the fuck, all this and that. But at the same time, that man's having talk about him right now. Lamar Jackson, bro, like.
I think Lamar is just fine. I think the users just put a lot of pressure on yourself to live up to how he is in real life.
Right.
Versus just playing your style of football. And even though he's not a drop back quarterback, he still can make the throws necessary. I think you're just at that point where you're just trying to create something so unique because the pretty much 80% of the league is running your offense from last year.
Man.
That you putting pressure on yourself, added pressure. You've seen a lot of your formations that you kind of made famous, whether the eye close or the strong eye or the shotgun doubles, and you seen your plays with your adjustments ran to the T. And I think you're just trying to find something now new. But in you finding something new, you're just struggling with your play calling and the flow of the offense.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it
my
is.
Opinion.
And then I just think the games I play, man, like, and that's just like, and I could sit here and go through each game and just prove this fact, but I'll leave that up to y'all. I'm not gonna do it on the broadcast. I'm being played different, and what I mean by that is I'm most guys' playoff game. Period. Niggas ain't gonna come out here and play me the same way they playing a Nano, or play me even though Nano is running everything I run. They will not play him the same way. No disrespect to Nano, it's just what it is. I'm coming out of games. I'm losing the possession battle. I'm coming out of games where guys have the ball 10 minutes more than me right now. I'm coming out of games where guys' passing averages are 3 yards a catch, 5 yards a catch, shit like that, and it's fine. They keeping drives going, they keeping possession, they don't want to turn the ball over, they playing a lot more safer, and all that does is make me playoff ready. That's why every time we get in the playoffs, hopefully I can continue to do this. I'm playoff ready to play when I'm in the playoff. That's why I'm always in the AFC Championship game or trying to play in the Super Bowl, because I'm playoff ready, because I'm playing those games. When in week 5, I want to build my rookie, so I'm looking to attack that and do some things and not worrying about having to line up and not make a mistake. I have to play that type of game because the person I'm playing is looking to beat Ant right now. Oh shit, it's Ant. I got Ant. Let me beat him. I'm gonna make less mistakes, so I can't enjoy 30 touchdowns with an MC Hammer Daddy by week 7 and 6 right now, because I'm playing a guy that's not allowing that shit versus the guy that, allow me. I don't have it, and maybe it's me. I don't know, but this is what I see when I look at my games and come out of those games and break those games down. Look at the stats and all that stuff. I see it. I see exactly what I'm saying right now. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I just think it makes me a better player later on when it comes down to the playoffs. When I'm really ready to play playoff football, I'm prepared to be able to play that style of football because I dealt with it from week 1 to the playoffs. So, and then with that being said, man, I told you this last night, Falk. The way I look at this Raven team and what I want to do offensively is I just really want to do what they did in real life, which was they talked about revolutionizing football, the offense and all this and that, and they came out and they did some things that was like, wow, this Ravens team look crazy and all that. And I'm trying to do that. I want to do exactly that. I want to make them look like they look in real life. And that's me calling plays that I'm not comfortable with. A style of play that I'm really not comfortable with. I can always line up in the I form and pro and run a pro style football at y'all and still be successful and still win 95% of my games. But I'm not off that type time now. I'm in shotgun more than I ever been. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, you know me, bro. Like, you have to stop me running the ball, and you're gonna have to stop, because you can't stop me running. I can pass on you whenever fuck I feel like it. Just not doing that right now. Like, I'm really trying to make Marmar my favorite player right now, making my favorite my weapon, the weapon, and trying to look like he's supposed to look in real life. And
3,000 yards on the season.
talk about it.
36 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, 62 completion rate, and QBR is 110. I don't think he's having a bad season.
Yeah,
I don't think but that me being hard on myself leave room for a guy that think that he the best Lamar player ever to be able to say the things he say. Oh, the Ravens ass. Nah, you can't be a real Raven fan. Every time I turn around, I hear you talking about Marmar. You got Marmar looking like shit, trading, all this shit. Like, so is that what he really see, or is he just fucking hating right now? Let's talk about it. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a yeah, alright.
Yeah, alright.
I think he's just letting it bother you.
Yeah, I let my boy Booney get to me a lot, man. I start looking at them same things.
You let it bother you versus you just knowing. Like, come on, man. Like, people would give for that. Like, you've been in the Super Bowl, you've been in the AFC Championship in the first 2 years. That's successful. So now the next progression is you to win one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and let's be clear, like, the Ravens good in real life, but they not a Madden team other than Marquise Brown and Marmar and a few pieces on defense. Like, you had to rebuild that team.
Right.
Like, they're not a prototypical franchise Madden team
that you look at.
If anybody else saying they lying.
Right. And then at the end of the day, I did blow this team up. I'm still one of the top 5 youngest teams in the league right now. And I'm making it in the image that I wanted to be. So we're fine. I'm not worried at all. A marathon, not a race as always, but even in that marathon, in the short part of the race, the first part of the stretch of the marathon, I've been in the top 3 high seats, meaning like AFC Championship, AFC win 1, lost 1, won 1, and got to a Super Bowl and lost 1. So it's still, the ceiling is still high, and I played in the big games already. So we just got to try to fight and just capitalize off what we didn't do the first 2 chances we had in the playoffs. Simple as that, man. So with that being said, we do got the Broncos playing at a high level right now, man. What is it about Sixers, his style of play, and that he's playing every game this year got him almost got him saying what he always say, like, man, if I play, I'm better than most of y'all guys. Y'all not as good as me. Y'all can't coach as good as me, and I'm a playoff team.
I think if he plays, he's a quality player. Quality with a lowercase q. I don't know capital Q, lowercase q. I just think that his style is made for how the game is. So, I think if you put the quarters on 10 minutes, and it's a hypothetical, but if you put the quarters on 10 minutes, a nigga won't worry about him chewing the clock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the game is 7 minutes. The clock sells when it wants. So now you're putting pressure on yourself to, they're not making no mistakes. They're running stretch left, counter right, whatever they're running, but they're not making no mistakes. They might throw 5 passes a game. But they're playing to the style of making you force you a way to stop the run. It's almost like the Packers. And, his game style with, I'm going to come out eye close, and if you can't stop the stretch, I'm going to keep running it. And then if you cheat, I'm going to do play action. And then if you stop all that, then I'm going to just come out and screen pass you to death and do crossing routes. Right. That's the Packers game plan. It's successful. It's won him a Super Bowl, and it's won him, one of the better teams in the league. But at some point, you got to adapt, or people won't catch up to it.
Right.
So for me, Six Oos, he always gonna be a quality player regular season, but come postseason, when somebody takes something away from you, what's your counter? And a lot of people in this league don't got counters. They just good at video game shit. But it's a video game, so.
So Boone said you asked. I don't know if he was trying to say you asked Ant, and then he comes back and says, and after that had Falk ducking. So I'm
ducking.
assuming he's going back to that Panthers game, me losing to the Panthers 31-10, and then he said after that I'm ass, and then after that had Falk ducking, and after
Falk
that had
ducking. I mean,
Falk ducking.
at the end of the day, I played the game. Panthers played the game. The score was what it was. He a good player. I'm glad he's in the league. He had his daughters with him, so I'm not gonna hold the score against him. But I did what I had to do. Point blank. Period. I'll see the Eagles week 17.
Right. I mean, I'll ask you this, Boone, since you're paying attention. Is week 17 a big game for you, or are you gonna do the normal Boone shit, which is not shed light, talk shit all day, every day, but then when it come down to that game, we sitting our starters, it ain't a big game, or just a big game for you?
It's a big game for him. He want to win the MVP, and he know when he play me, he ain't doing that with MC Hammer. That ain't happening. So he gonna have to figure out another way. Listen, I'm telling the whole league now, tune into the game. I'm broadcasting. When you see 81 catch a drag pass, y'all know what type of game it's going to be. I'm telling y'all now. It's going to be chew clock, short shit. He not doing that shit, Pip motherfucker MC Hammer Daddy in the slot and sitting on streets and fade routes. That's not happening. You're not spreading me out and doing the same play. I'm not hero. That shit not happening. So unless you got an adjustment, you will lose by more than 25. Write that down.
Write it down. All right, fellas, man. We gonna can we get another clock in, check in right now on the?
It's 17-10, 4 minutes in the third. Broncos up.
Broncos up 17-10. Broncos, man, they playing for real. So Saquon Barkley having a good day. What we saying right now?
Yeah, he having a very good day.
Of course.
Chargers put up a field goal right before the end of half. So right before halftime, they closed it to 4 points, and Broncos just kicked the field goal to go back up by 7.
Anything going on in the Raiders Colts?
It's a blackout right now. So I don't know the update on that game.
No kickoff yet there?
Yeah, it says one start, so.
Okay. Just don't have the outcome of it right now. Let me see if I can pull it up, see what's going on. See if we have a broadcast going on. The Chargers got it up. That means who's home, who's away? Let me see who's the away team in this game. Because I know Rich the Barber ain't broadcasting if he's away.
I think Snake's the home team, Raiders the away team.
Yeah, well, we ain't getting that. We'll just have to figure that one out there. All right, fellas, man. Again, start sending your DMs to me right now that you watch this show right now, man. And also let me know if y'all understand the new process of what we doing with editing when it comes down to editing. If you guys understand that thing, when you do send that DM to me, just say red. Just type red under it too. Read the rules. Type read the rules under that too, and I will come through, and you will have a player on your team. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do for y'all. There's a player on your team that's gonna look like this. All right. You're gonna have a player on your team right now that's gonna look like this. All right. Rookie on the field. He only got 158. What we need to send to your DM. Send a picture of you hitting the like button. A screenshot of you hitting the like button. And then type in red rules. So I know y'all read it and understood it. And this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go to your team. I'm going to look at a rookie on your team that's going to still show him hitting, but it's going to show his snaps counting. And as you can see, Breeston only has 500. I'm going to go to that Breeston kid. I'm going to check on him. Right? I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to say, hold up, wait a minute. I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to see he's a superstar. All right, so I'm going to move him up to Superstar X Factor. No, you will not get a Superstar X Factor. This is what I'm going to do for you, though. Then I'm going to take him down. So if he's a star, I'm going to move him to Superstar, but I'm going to bring him back to what he is. Unlocking for you, like I just did my guy, right? I'm going to unlock his ass, and then I'm going to drop him right back down to what he's really supposed to be. So now you just got a guy unlocked from watching my show today and reading the rules. All right? So Breeston unlocked, and then he has under pressure. Defender with disability can apply pressure to the quarterback for a greater distance. We changing that for sure. We don't want that at all. All right. So, for example, I'll go to Tone team since I know Tone's watching right now. Now, if you don't send that DM to me and hit with the like, was showing that you hit the like button, and then say red, and then type in red rules, I will not do this for you. Okay. So I'm just not chasing nobody around. So then I'll go to the Dolphins and I'll look at his team and I'll be like, do we got any rookies on the field that's still locked? Now, you might get a guy like this. Let me see. You might get a guy like this who snap. Don't give me a guy who snap. I'm not going to do a guy who snaps or is not counting, because this is what's going to happen. When they don't have no snaps counted, I'm going to show you exactly what's going to happen. No matter what I do, he won't unlock, right? So let's look at him. He's a superstar, so I'm moving up to Superstar X Factor. Watch how he stay locked. See this? See how he stayed locked? So he has to have some green there where it says 0 plays 500. He has to have some green there. He's not going to unlock. So then I'll take him and move him back down to Superstar. So he won't unlock. He won't unlock until his season is over. All right. So then he goes back down to Superstar, right? But then I can find somebody on this team that I'm quite sure I can find. Find me a rookie. Find me a rookie. Let's find us a rookie. I know I'm doing it the long way, but so what? Find me a rookie. I know I could have just typed in their age and went down that way. Find me a rookie. Find me a goddamn rookie. Let's see what Tyler Hooks look like. He's already unlocked. Alright. Now if you don't have a rookie, he's already, he ain't no goddamn rookie. What the fuck am I touching Jerome Baker for? If you already got a guy, he's already unlocked. Look at these corners. Hey, let me see. Leave Kelly. Alright, so he won't count. His snaps ain't gonna count. He's already unlocked. He's already a normal. So even if I turn this guy to a star, superstar, he's going to lock right back up. So I'll show you all that. Matter of fact, let me show you all that as an example. So, all right, so he doesn't have any players that I can do that for, but I can do this. I can take one of these corners, and because they're normal, I'll move him up to star for him. All right, so if you don't have a rookie who snaps count that I can unlock, I would just I'll just give you the upgrade. So he's normal, so I'll turn him to star. But watch what's going to happen to him. I turned him to a star, right? See how he locked now? So he's not going to show that star until the end of the season, until the season is over. All right, so that was your upgrade. And I'm going to go through teams like that. So if you don't have a rookie that's counting some of the snaps, he might have 100 snaps counted. I can unlock him. If not, I'll give you a player upgrade, like on one of the rookies. All right. So that's what I'm going to give y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Holla at AntHits, the franchise guru, Hitter the Spitter, and King Falk. We will holla at y'all when we holla at y'all. You heard? Nah, give me that blue face one more time, bro. You gotta let us run out with it. Yeah? Yeah, alright. Yeah? Yeah, alright. Yeah? Yeah, alright. Erica, we stupid as hell over here, right? Yeah? Yeah, alright. Is that chicken you making? Oh, Lord. Yeah? Here we go. Let that thing rock out. Yeah, alright. Blue face, baby. We out of here. Holla at us, man. Real talk once again, you heard? I guess tune into this demon time shit talk. They ain't gonna call that shit a real talk. We gonna call it demon time shit talk. Shit talk time. Tune into they shit, man. Show my young boy some love, man. Heard? Holla.